It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Cardinals, Lawrence High School here this afternoon on the WBCB Sports Network. Mike Warren alongside the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher. Great to be with you as the 7-3 Cards play host to the 6-4 Blue Devils of Ewing High here on the WBCB Sports Network. A gorgeous afternoon for baseball fish. Two teams that are trending in the right direction. Ewing at 6-4 as they look to bounce back this afternoon. You've got a Lawrence team that has really been scrapping and clawing their way to victories, and an offense this season that is really just mashing the baseball.
Yeah, it's Ewing. Ewing's coming in here trying to prevent Jimmy Mayer from starting on his second 500 wins, and they're also trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. The Young Devils remain competitive, though. They lost a tough 2-run decision the other day to a really good Pennington team after losing a walk-off fashion at Steiner. And with 9 freshmen on the roster, it's important for Dave Angebrandt's team to kind of remain confident and learn from these close losses it has suffered. It's really true that you can learn from adversity, and you kind of hope that the Devils are doing just that. You don't want them to, suffer a lack of confidence. Lawrence is a tough team to try to get back on the winning track again. So, and now that the pressure of getting Jimmy Mayer, his milestone 500th win, is passed. Congratulations to Jimmy for that, by the way. Look for the Cards to start playing more free and easy. Pitching matchup features Ewing freshman Jake Bush against Lawrence senior Aiden Crowley. Bush pitched a really gutsy game in his first varsity start against Steiner last week. The right-hander threw 5 strong innings, allowed 3 runs on 6 hits, and he battled through some tough situations. And as Angebrand said after the game, he competed. And that's all you want to see out of a 9th grader on the mound. Bush has an 8.00 ERA in 3 appearances, but that's inflated due to a really tough outing against Notre Dame. Mayer counters with the veteran Crowley, who's coming off a strong effort against Bridgewater Raritan, which I didn't quite understand the line in NJ.com about this. It says he allowed 2 earned runs in 4 1/3 inning, but he only gave up a hit. He only gave up a walk and no hits. So if both the runs were earned, I'm not sure where the other base runners came from for them to be runs, but whatever. He pitched good. He had 7 strikeouts, and he's 1-0, 2.62 ERA in 3 outings of 10 innings this year. You go back to Bush. He faces a tough Lawrence lineup, includes 2 500 hitters in leadoff man Deacon Moore and Josh Vitkowski, and a 455 batter in Dan Tozy. So the freshman has to be careful with these guys. At the same time, you can't be too careful. You don't want to walk guys and give other solid hitters a chance to drive in runs, but you make a mistake and put it in the sweet part of that plate, and those guys will make you pay. And Crowley faces a Ewing lineup that, like we said, it's very young, has some strong bats at the top with Mason Chisholm and Michael Ordini, and it's got a few 300 hitters sprinkled throughout the lineup. Crowley struck out 16, walked just 5, so Ewing's basically going to have to attack him, try to hit its way on base, because he doesn't really beat himself. And it's kind of an interesting game, Mike. I think what we have here today is a team of the future against a team built for the present. Lawrence is loaded with college-bound seniors that they're hoping to, do big things this year, and Ewing with their 9 freshmen, they're looking to the future, and every game is a learning experience, and they're picking up wins as they go along. So it'll be interesting to see how the Young Devils fare against one of the CVC's better teams this decade.
Today's game on WBCB brought to you in part by Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, the Capital Health System, the New Jersey Education Association, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, and this is the Trentonian pregame show, Haldeman Ford, the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Mayor Bert Steinman of Ewing Township, Mako of Ewing, all proud to bring you today's coverage here on WBCB, as well as Mercer Bucks Orthopedics. As we introduce to you the starting lineups today, brought to you by the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian, or online at trentonian.com. First for the visiting Blue Devils of Ewing, Mason Chisholm, the third baseman, leads things off. The team leader in slugging percentage at .600, and the team leader in hits with 11 entering today. Michael Gamboa Ordini bats second. He's behind the dish. Sam Leibowitz, the center fielder, bats third. Sam Simpkins, the second baseman today, will bat fourth. Zach Greener in left field bats fifth. Ryan Gregg, the first baseman, sixth. Jake Bush on the bump today bats seventh. Tommy Ordini in right field bats eighth. And Wilfrey Rodriguez, the shortstop, rounding out the lineup. And David Angebrand got to speak with him briefly pregame, Fish. He said today, toying a little bit differently with the infield. Simpkins goes to second. Rodriguez goes to short. And that's kind of been the key of late. Rodriguez has played a good shortstop, wants to reward the sophomore who's going to be there at the helm for the next couple of years. And he knows Simpkins is just as capable of moving to the other side of second base.
Yeah, right. I mean, you get your veterans like Simpkins, and they should be able to make that adjustment and sort of, set an example for the rest of the team. Like, look, this is what coach needs me to do. This is what I'm going to do, even though I've been here for a while. And the rest of the team can look at that and say, all right, we understand, we get it. So, that's always good to see.
Aiden Crowley on the mound today for the Lawrence Cards. And Crowley has been very effective out on the mound this season. He lives low in the zone. He relies on his defense. And this season, a 16 strikeout to 5 walk ratio there. A tremendous effort out there on the mound. 10 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits scattered, 5 runs, just 4 of them earned. A 2.62 earned run average this season, Fish. And what you know about Crowley, just as we said, he lives down in the zone and he relies on the defense to get him out of a lot of big spots.
Yeah, I mean, he has a few strikeouts. 16's not bad in 10 innings, I think. But yeah, you're right. He's a ground ball pitcher and he doesn't walk. He does pitch to contact for the most part. So and Lawrence has a pretty good defense to back him up. So that's what it takes. You can be the best pitcher in the world, but unless you're a strike 'em all out pitcher, you're going to have to depend on that defense, and that's what Lawrence does. And I think the Cardinals I think they want to start getting into a groove here. They've been up and down. They really are. Jimmy Mayer has commented on how good he thinks this team is, and I'm sure they thought they'd be a little more than 7-4 at this point. But you never know. I mean, like they say, like I was saying, they wanted to get Mayer's 500th win. There might have been a little pressure there.
Sure.
I don't know, but
absolutely.
We'll see now if they're a little more relaxed or whatever. But just speaking of that, congratulations to Mayer. I mean, he's been such a staple in this county for so long.
100%.
Started off in Florence and had some winning seasons there, then went over to Hamilton West and won a state title, and moved on to Nottingham, and he pumped life into that program and made them a winner. And then he came over here and pumped life into this program, and it's like everybody. It's like they say at the Hybos when he's over there. All he does is win. He just wherever he goes, he wins. And it was interesting when he took this job. Lawrence had just been not good. I mean, they had a lot of long successive years of not doing well. And Jimmy knew about the younger kids coming up. He knew about the little league that they had and things like that. And he wasn't afraid to take this over. He knew that there was talent here, and he knows how to take young talent and form it and make it winners. And that's why he now is looking for another 500 wins.
Defensively, let's introduce you to how the Cards line up today. The outfield from left to right, Andrew Benitez in left, Aiden Putin center, Josh Vikrosky out in right, Deacon Moore at third base, Dan Tazi at shortstop, Seneca Sumners at second, and Augustin Azcuna at first base. The freshman getting the start, a hot bat over his first 5 at-bats of the season, and Drew Dobkin, of course, behind the dish. Mason Chisholm steps in, the freshman ready to get things going. First pitch on the way, fired in for a called strike right on time at 4:04.
I'd like to welcome our new cameraman into the fold. Oh,
Sales executive Bill Redner here filling in on the crew today. Swing and a miss, quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Chisholm.
I guess he didn't want to be named in case he doesn't keep up with the ball.
He does a great job.
We appreciate his effort here. We had some illnesses.
3 pitches, 1 out as Crowley issues the backwards K to Chisholm, 1 up and 1 down.
Had some illnesses that have left us short-handed, and Billy, being the team player he is,
yes, he is,
stepped right in.
Big reason why all of these broadcasts are possible. Bill Redner, the great work that he does at WBCB. Bill at WBCB1490.com. If you would like to have any of your businesses advertised here on our great high school sports broadcasts and so much more. A ball and no strikes to count to Michael Gamboa Ordini behind the dish today for Ewing. And that one catches the outside corner. Count evens.
Hey, Crowley, he likes to work quick. He gets that ball back, and he's ready to go. That'll change, though, if somebody gets on base. It always does.
Breaker upstairs, 2-1.
I don't mean just with Crowley. I mean with most pitchers we see at this level.
No, absolutely. 2-1, a hearty fastball waved at and missed by Gamboa Ordini. Counts even at 2 apiece. Crowley into his windup in the 2-2. Called strike 3. 2 Ks, both of them backwards to start the afternoon, issued by Crowley.
Yeah, Ewing's going to have to get the bat off of their shoulders. We mentioned he doesn't walk a lot. You're going to have to hit your way on against this guy, and you're never going to hit anybody on if you don't swing.
Sam Leibowitz steps in, 2 down, nobody aboard, and the pitch on the way. A called strike, that one near the hands, but it gets the top part of the zone, 0-1.
Crowley's got an interesting windup, and when he drops his hands down, he steps and then pauses, then starts again.
That one missing high, 1-1. Fastball right down the chute. A ball and 2 strikes.
He's dotting it.
Crowley ready, the 1-2. Breaker misses high and outside. Left side of the diamond was headed towards the dugout, but it's ruled a ball. Count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down. Top of the first. Here it comes from Crowley. Fastball above the hands, and we have our first full count of the day.
Not a bad day weather-wise here today. A little cool, but not as bad as it was this morning.
3-2 back towards the mound, gloved by Crowley, trots over to first, underhand to Azcuna, and the inning is over. A 1-3 putout ends the side. 2 Ks issued by Crowley. On to the bottom of the first. The Cards bats get their first crack at it here on WBCB.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
On to the bottom of the first here on WBCB. The Cards, a 1-2-3 top of the first inning defensively. Crowley with a couple of backwards Ks issued out there on the mound. Today's game brought to you by Trenton Thunder Baseball. Opening day, June 2nd. Get your tickets today at trentonthunder.com/tickets.
I thought Crowley was going to run that ball all the way to first base when he got it back at him.
Take it back to a position he's very familiar with over there at first. Let's take a look at the lineup today here for Lawrence. Deacon Moore, the third baseman, will lead things off with his .515 average. Aiden Crowley bats second. Josh Vikrosky bats third. Fish, Vikrosky a .968 slugging percentage this season. I'll ask you what I asked you yesterday about somebody's slugging being above 1,000. Is it above 900? Is that good?
I think that's still good. I still think we're still in the good zone. Yeah.
Well, Dan Tazi bats behind Vikrosky. He's slugging .939 this season. Aiden Poot, the center fielder, bats fifth. In the sixth spot, Drew Dobkin. Seventh, Andrew Benitez. Eighth, Augustin Azcuna. And Seneca Sumner, the second baseman, rounds out the lineup for Lawrence. It's Jake Bush on the mound. First pitch swinging is Moore. A hot shot to right. Trotting over is Tommy Ordini. And one pitch, one out for Bush to start the bottom of the first.
Moore got some good contact there, but right out to the right fielder and one quick out.
Bush on the season, 7 total innings pitch entering today, 11 hits scattered, 9 runs, 8 of them earned.
Oh, good job.
Aiden Crowley steps in, a crouch in his stance from the right side, shows bunt, pulls back, and takes a ball 1-0. Crowley this season, great discipline at the plate. In the 2 spot this year, he's been effective, has got on base at a high clip, 11 walks to lead the team. Has really set the table for Vikrosky and Tazi.
Yeah, I mean, he struggled batting-wise, but his on-base percentage is a lot better than his batting at. Well,
sure.
Obviously. But, like, his on-base percentage would be, let's see, 17 for 38.
2-0 on the way from Bush. On the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's just under 500 for his on-base percentage, but his batting average is under 200. But he's a better hitter than that. He'll get it figured out.
2-1 from Bush. Tapper towards short, charging Rodriguez, gets it on a high hop, throw across the diamond, plenty in time. 6-3 put out, 2 up and 2 down here for Bush.
Well, there you go. Like you said, moved him over there, and he made a nice little play there. Didn't have a lot of time. Had to charge and make the quick throw.
Those bouncing balls on the turf, too, they really are like gimme hops a lot of the time.
Yeah, they are.
Read them, and you'll take those 10 times out of 10 as a shortstop. Right up glove level and eye level hop for you.
Absolutely.
Smooth into the mid. Here's Josh Vikrosky with 2 down and nobody aboard. A .516 average. 16 hits and 13 RBIs. Takes that one outside, and he's ahead of ball and no strikes.
How you doing?
Vikrosky this season, 16 hits, second on the team. His 13 RBIs second, his 13 runs scored tied for first, and the count's even at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, I think he's been heating up of late.
And he also leads the team in stolen bags with 11. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody aboard for the Cards right fielder. Big swing as he fouls that one straight back, just missed it.
That's interesting. Your number 3 hitter leading the team in stolen bases.
We've seen him make a number of remarkable catches in right field over his career. Great range on display. Sometimes it's all about that first jump off the bag, and he must have a good one.
Well, I know
1-2.
I know he didn't inherit his speed from his father. That's for sure. I won't just say how his father scratched the side of his face.
I think the viewers and the listeners can infer. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down. And the pitch. In off the back leg. Good eye from Vikrosky. 3-2 now the count.
Oh, the fun we have here.
Count full. Pitch from Bush. Bouncer, first base side. Charging, but touching in foul ground is Ryan Gregg. Is that one looping to the right? We'll do it again at a full count here.
If anything, Vikrosky running up the pitch count a little bit.
Yes.
Which Lawrence needed to do after a couple of quick swings.
Bottom 1. Count full, 2 down. The pitch. Chopped foul of first again.
Instant replay.
Yeah, pretty much identical. The battle continues between Vikrosky and Bush. pair of home runs for him this season. 2 doubles, 2 homers, 3 triples. This one blasted deep to right field, a bit of carry. Going back on it is Leibowitz. He's got it measured, and he's there to make the catch for out number 3. A long way to go to that outfield fence here at Lawrence, and Leibowitz with plenty of room. Vakrosky gave it a good charge, but it hung up there quite a bit for him to get under it for out number 3. A clean top, or clean bottom of the first inning. 1, 2, 3, down go the Cards. 0 on the scoreboard through 1. We're on to the second here from Lawrence.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation, and that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
4, 5, and 6 due up for Ewing to begin the top of inning number 2 here on WBCB. And want to correct myself from earlier, Ewing at 5 and 5 today, entering today. Lawrence at 7 and 4. Want to make sure that we are properly educated for those listening and tuning in today.
And we're back at full strength as Gus the Bus Barber has made it into the production booth.
Yes, he has. Always good to be with Gus. Gus helping us get along here this afternoon. Sam Simpkins steps in, the second baseman here for Ewing. Looking to get things going here for the Blue Devils. First pitch up and inside, a ball and no strikes.
Gus looking for Pinch Hitter of the Year award. First man off the bench.
1-0. Crowley's fastball in there at the knees. Great location for him. Evens the count.
Both these pitchers pounding the zone pretty good here early in the game.
Crowley with the sign from Dobkin, 1-1. Back to the fastball, that one just off the dish. Two-1 to Simpkins. Here it comes from Crowley. Cut on and missed. Tardy on the fastball. Counts even at 2. Simpkins up at the dish, Zach Greener on deck, and Ryan Gregg, the third man due up this inning. Crowley ready, 2-2 on the way. Cut on and missed. Back to the fastball. A plethora of them in that at-bat. It's his third punch-out, the first one he's issued swinging today.
Yeah. To say he looks sharp is to say a 900 slugging percentage is good.
Well, he's only faced 4 batters so far, but the right-handed ones that he's seen to this point, he stayed down and away with the fastball, and that's a ground ball recipe, and that's a strikeout recipe to this point. Here's Zach Greener, first pitch swinging, popped up. Back behind home, this one will leave the playing field. Bounce far to the right of us, no balls and a strike to Greener.
It's impressive that Crowley pitching to Dobkin. It's impressive how many of these guys have stayed together since their Lawrence Little League days. It's about 6 or 7 of them that all played on the same team. Deacon Moore, Crowley, Aiden Poot, Bobkin, Seneca Sumners. A lot of these kids, they're either not good enough to keep making it the rest of the way, or they go off to prep or non-public school. This nucleus stay together.
Fastball runs outside. 2 balls and a strike now, the count to Zach Greener. One of 3 freshmen in the starting lineup here for David Angebrandt's Blue Devils.
Yep.
Greener's been a bright spot to say the least. A .364 average. 2-1 rolled over towards short. Gloved by Tazi, throws across the diamond. Unable to be dug out at first as Kuna can't hold on to it. Augustine Azcuna, that one falls on the turf, in and out of his glove, unable to dig it cleanly.
Yeah, throw hot, but Jimmy Mayer's wrath is being bestowed upon upon Kona.
E6, the ruling there. Greener is aboard. The first pitch taken down and inside, a ball and no strikes. Ryan Gregg stepping in with a man aboard and 1 down. Gregg this season batting .207 entering today. 6 hits for him on the campaign.
Well, we talked about the good defense that he has backing him, but
Bouncer back to the mound. Crowley, play is to first, takes his time and throws it that way for out number 2. A runner in scoring position now in Greener.
But the irony is, after we said that, the only outs that weren't strikeouts or hit back to Crowley has been an error.
Here's Jake Bush trying to help his own cause. A runner in scoring position and 2 down. Crowley from the stretch, kicks and deals. Fastball a bit low. Dobkin tried to get the frame, but that one missing down and outside.
Anyhow, you know what? I kind of cut myself off. The point I was trying to make about the Little League staying together is Crowley has been throwing to Drew Dobkin for a long, long time.
Yeah. 2-0 now the count. Yeah, Dobkin, I mean, you talk about how good of a pitching coach Jim Mayer has been in his career, all the guys he's developed. Having a catcher is so important, and he knows how valuable Dobkin is to this staff.
Right.
The point that you just made, 2 balls and no strikes. The count here, it comes from Crowley. Fastball in there, thigh high, 2-1.
Yeah, give Paulie Sperano a little credit too.
Absolutely.
The Ewing pitching or the Lawrence pitching coach.
Peak at second from Crowley. Comes home. Just a bit low with the fastball, and it's a good hitter's count at 3-1 to Bush. Tommy Ordini would be up next. Crowley set just below the letters, 3-1. Swung on, lifted to right field. Vakrosky under it, there to make the catch for out number 3. Crowley able to work out of the jam. A man reaches thanks to an error in the inning, but he leaves him just there. Zeros remain on the scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning, and the Lawrence Bats head back to work.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Dan Tazi stepping in to lead things off here for the Cards. 4, 5, and 6. Their half of inning number 2. No balls and a strike. The count to the Cards shortstop and the pitch. Bouncer, third base side.
Nope,
And coming to get it in foul ground is Mason Chisholm. 0-2 quickly the count to Tazi.
Tazi been a great pickup for this Cardinal team, transferring over here from Hamilton. Batting about, what, 470, something like that. 366. I see Jimmy Mayer's stats are way off from New Jersey.
NJ.com has him as at 455
Yeah.
with a 939 slugging.
Yeah. Yeah, you always got to get Jimmy stats.
You gotta love NJ.com.
Well, in all defense of them, it's that the other team sometimes is putting certain teams' stats in. Like, the teams are responsible for entering those stats. So unless you're policing your own team to see what the other team put in, you're going to get weird stuff like that.
1-2 runs up and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That being said, something should be done about that, because
100%.
If you're overseeing that, you
Right.
got to be on top of it.
I don't like coming on a broadcast and saying a guy is batting this and
when he's
not.
not. Yeah. I don't like that either, pal.
2-2. That one catches a piece of Tazi. It looked like on the hand.
Yeah, he shook his hand quick. Well, first base runner for the Cards. See if they try to bunt him over or let Aiden Poot swing away. Poot's struggling this year, 212. He usually has a pretty good stick.
Pitch in there to Aiden Poot. No balls and a strike. Tazi on his way to second. Pitch misses. Throw not in time.
Well, he won't be bunting now, I don't think. Well, 2-0.
Oh, he called that a strike. My apologies. It was a delayed called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Poot. Stolen base for Tazi.
Well, Tazi just wants to get this ball to the right side.
You mean Poot?
Or Poot, yeah, sorry.
Breaker gets a piece of it on 0-2 and stays alive. Well, for Tazi, NJ.com had him at 5 stolen bases. That would have been 4th on the team. Now it's his 6th. Oh, 0-2. Nobody out.
Oh.
Pitch on the way. Hot shot. Foul down the left field line. Just foul to the left of that line. And you won't see chalk come up, but you'll see some rubber pellets here on the turf surface at Lawrence. And that one just left of that foul line.
Well, as we look at Jimmy Mayer's stats, that was Tazi's 9th stolen base of the year. Yes. I know you get a headache looking at Jimmy's stats because they're handwritten. It's tough to go through them.
Following the chart. Pitch misses away. Poot with a good take, 1-2.
Poot came devilishly close to giving his team a 1-0 lead.
1-2, swings and lifts this one towards left center field. Long run, Leibowitz, but he's there. Trots that one down and brings in the first out here for Bush out there on the mound.
Well, and that is not what Lawrence wanted.
Here's Drew Dobkin. Dobkin with 9 hits on the season. 6 RBIs. And Bush thinking about second base. He'll just spin around the check on Tazi, back in standing. Off the hands, popped up. Left side of the diamond. Coming over is Chisholm to make the catch. 2 down.
Well,
We'll bring up Andrew Benitez.
this is a little frustrating for Lawrence. Guy on second, nobody out, and still on second.
Benitez batting 136 on the season. Has a couple of doubles on the year. Big spot here for the senior. 2 down. Bush peeking at second. Checking on Tazi, comes home. First pitch, a called strike.
Yeah, Benitez really got to try to start making some more contact. He's been striking out a lot. Just swing easy, put the ball in play.
Missing outside, and the count goes even. One stolen base in the inning for Tazi. See if he tries to test the waters with third. 2 down.
Yeah,
Very
I don't
aggressive.
think he will with 2 outs. You know,
Dances
the old
off
axiom.
bag. Off the hands, Benitez shoots it towards right center field. Ordini motioning towards the alley, and he makes the catch. Bush working out of a jam, strands another runner and keeps a 0 up on the scoreboard through 2 and on to the third here from Lawrence.
Spring sports season is here, which means practices, games, tournaments, and a lot more time in the car. And with rising gas prices, those trips to the field can really add up. At Team Toyota, we're the MVP of MPG, with a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for you to drive. Plus, our award-winning service and collision centers will help keep you in the game. Team Toyota, ready for wherever the season takes you. Stop in today or visit teamlanghorn.com.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Back here at Lawrence in a scoreless affair in the top of the third inning, just set to get underway. Crowley back out for another inning of work. Lawrence able to get their first base runner aboard. Tazi hit by a pitch to start the inning, stole second but was stranded there. 8-9-1 here for Ewing Fish. Tommy Ordini, Wilfrey Rodriguez to get things going, and Mason Chisholm at the top of the order. Ordini's been pretty solid since being put into the starting lineup. Didn't start to begin the season, but since then has been a nice spot in the lineup at times. NJ.com has him batting .316 on the season.
Yeah, they have 2 good hitters at the top of the lineup. Then a couple of these guys kind of dot the lineup below at 300.
1-0 from Crowley. Swung on, lifted towards shallow left center. Tazi going out, reaches up, he can't get it. That drops in for a knock.
First hit of the game is a blooper.
Ball with eyes allows Ordini to reach first base. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And the leadoff man aboard here for Ewing to start the third. Wilfrey Rodriguez coming to the dish, the Ewing shortstop this afternoon. Leading the team in average, according to NJ.com, at .381. His 8 hits have him tied for third on the Blue Devils. Really playing the role of second leadoff man in the 9 spot.
Yeah, I don't know if they're not going to bunt.
Bouncer to short, could be 2. Tazi takes it himself. Throw to first, not in time. Rodriguez able to beat it. Fielder's choice, 6 unassisted at the bag at second.
Yeah, that ball was hit hard. It got to Summers quick, or Tazi quick, but then he had to kind of take, he couldn't get right to the bag.
Yep.
And that kind of gave Rodriguez a chance to beat it out.
Rodriguez now on first. 1 down. Lineup flips over for Mason Chisholm. First pitch missing outside, 1-0. Chisholm 0 for 1, struck out looking on 3 pitches. (1-0). Left alone, check swing, they appeal. He did not go. Two balls, no strikes the count.
Good pitch.
Called strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the count. Crowley, that fastball, that's where he spotted it in the first inning when he was able to work 2 punch outs.
Yeah, you put it there, and you're not going to have to deal with many base runners if you can put it there on a consistent basis.
2-1, runner in motion. Bouncer right side of the diamond. Charging Sumners, has time, flips to first just to beat Chisholm, who tried to beat the throw with a head-first dive. Rodriguez on second with 2 down.
Hey, good hustle by Chisholm. Well, Ewing with their first runner in, no, actually it's their second runner in scoring position.
And Michael Gamboa Ordini digs in.
Both with times with 2 outs.
Ordini second on the team in RBIs with 8. Pitch to him. Chopper towards the hole, through to left field. Rodriguez, the brakes thrown on at third. Runners at the corners for Ewing, and 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning.
Talk about having eyes. That ball had eyes.
Sam Leibowitz comes to the plate, 2 aboard and 2 down. And Jim Mayer will come from the dugout. A meeting on the mound and the infield comes in. Today's game on WBCB brought to you by the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian, as well as the Trenton Thunder. The 2026 season just around the corner. Opening day, June 2nd. Single game tickets on sale now. And the all-new Victory Lounge now featured at Trenton Thunder Ballpark. Go to trentonthunder.com/Victory Lounge to learn more today. And over 1,400 tariff-free cars ready to go at Hyundai of Trenton, 1655 North Olden Avenue in Ewing Township. Hyundai of Trenton, a proud sponsor of high school athletics on WBCB.
Now, Mike, will you be doing like a broadcast from the Victory Lounge at all this year?
We might do a pregame show potentially up there. We'll
No,
see if we
broadcast.
can. Oh, a broadcast.
Yeah.
That might. We got to have a logistics meeting on that one.
Yeah, you know, like.
See if we can make that possible. I know you see Tom McCarthy and
Yeah, exactly.
those guys out in the stands.
That's what made me think about it.
I would love to do that. It would be awesome.
You'd have a fine time.
A ball and no strikes. This is Sam Leibowitz.
But no indulging.
That's right. Bounced out back to the pitcher his first time up. Rodriguez on third. Reach base on the fielder's choice. 1-0. Hot shot towards the middle. Tazi bobbles. Steps on the bag in time for out number 3. The run won't count. Rodriguez unable to score as Tazi stays with it and steps on the bag while gloving the ball at the same time for out number 3. Zeros remain on the scoreboard. A pair stranded for Ewing in the inning. The Cards come back up to bat. We head to the bottom of the 3rd.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Bottom of inning number 3. Jake Bush remains in the game for Ewing. He's been pretty good so far to this point, Fish.
Sure has. He's only given up one base runner, and that was hit by pitch by Dan Tazi. Not overpowering anybody. All 6 outs, either ground balls or fly balls. But you know what? He's throwing strikes. He's not walking people, and that's all you can ask for, especially from a freshman. You don't expect a freshman to come out here and start firing darts and just striking out the sides.
Coming to the dish here for the Cards, it's Augustine Azcuna. Azcuna batting .600 through 5 at-bats to start his young campaign. 4 RBIs. Pitch to him. First pitch swinging, pops this one up. Not too deep out there in left field. Charging in and making the catch is Zach Greener for out number 1.
Yeah, I mean he's throwing strikes, and Lawrence knows he's throwing strikes, and they're swinging early. I'm starting to wonder if maybe they might want to take a few pitches and sort of see more what he's throwing.
Seneca Sumners.
It's first time through the lineup. You never know. Sometimes you come that second time, you see some things from a freshman and start to figure it out.
First pitch strike in there into Sumners. Enters today batting .318. 7 hits for him on the season. Bush steps off, wants to reset. Been calm, working from the stretch, with and without runners on. 0-1. Sumner shows bunt. Can't get that one down as that one caroms off the glove of Ordini behind the plate.
That is his M.O. He's got a lot of bunt singles this year, bunt hits this year. Good speed, knows how to use it. And a very nice kid. I talked to him after the Steiner game. If you can ever have him on as your Hoagie player of the game, he's a good interview. Wait, is it Hoagies? Are we still getting out Hoagies, or are we getting out pizza now?
For the Hamilton games, we're giving out DiLorenzo's the Bird gift cards.
Oh, okay.
It's just for the Hamilton ones.
Oh, just for the Hamilton ones. Okay, never mind.
Today, unfortunately.
Take
0-2.
back.
Sumners takes up and inside, able to peel out of the way. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, if he's ever in Hamilton. Well, they play West tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be here. Are you here, too, tomorrow?
No, I will not be here tomorrow. 1-2. Chopper to first. Charging is Greg. Takes it to the bag himself. 2 down. Top of the order. Here's Deacon Moore. Flew out to right field his first time up.
Wait, Dave Angerbrandt has to really be happy with what he's seen from his freshman so far. I mean, he pitched the same kind of game against Steiner, not overpowering, let him hit the ball, gave up some hits and some runs, but didn't have any blow-up inning, got him through 5, and they ended up losing in walk-off, but it wasn't, he did his job.
Lawrence having some issues keeping their players in the dugout. First pitch to Deacon Moore, runs outside. A ball and no strikes. Scoreless here in the bottom of the 3rd, 2 down and nobody aboard for Moore. Bush has his sign from Ordini, the pitch. Ripped well foul left side.
And Moore was one of those first pitch swinging guys, right? He took a hack at the first ball he saw.
1-1. Inside, that one catches a piece of Deacon Moore, just barely clips the pant leg. He's hit by a pitch. Second hit batter for Lawrence today.
Yeah, if you're going to get hit, that's the way to do it.
Just have a seam grace you.
Yeah, exactly.
A seam grace a seam.
Well said.
Brings up Aiden Crowley. actually with 13 walks on the season. Said he had 11 earlier. Runner goes for second. It's Moore. Throw to second base for Mordini on line in time. Inning over. Bush able to work out of another one. Puts another 0 up on the scoreboard as he gets some help from Michael Gamboa Ordini behind the plate to mow down Deacon Moore. Through 3 and onto the 4th here from Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Errol Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Spring sports season is here, which means practices, games, tournaments, and a lot more time in the car. And with rising gas prices, those trips to the field can really add up. At Team Toyota, we're the MVP of MPG, with a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for you to drive. Plus, our award-winning service and collision centers will help keep you in the game. Team Toyota, ready for wherever the season takes you. Stop in today or visit teamlanghorne.com.
Sam Simpkins, Zach Greener, and Ryan Gregg, 4, 5, and 6 for the Ewing Blue Devils. Simpkins 0 for 1 today. He struck out swinging. He'll get things going here for Ewing. Still scoreless as we head to the top of the 4th inning here from Lawrence. Been a good one so far, Fish. The pitchers have been on. The defense has been sharp. And that's the result of a scoreless game to this point.
Well, Lawrence does have one error and one almost error there, but yeah, I mean, Shin he's been pitching to, they're making contact, but it's weak contact. They've been weak ground balls, and they've been Bush. Bush has been, they've been weak ground balls or lazy pop-ups. They haven't been hitting anything hard, and what do you call it? Crowley. He's been getting some strikeouts, and they're not making great contact off of him either. So their 2 hits were a blooper and a bleeder.
No balls, a strike, the count to Simpkins. Breaker bounced in, blocked by Dobkin.
Dave Angebrand just stopped by to say hello, and he was happy with Bush. He's saying the exact same thing that we said. He's throwing strikes.
Throwing strikes, right.
That's all you can ask for.
Yep. 1-1 on the way to Simpkins. Fastball taken, clips the outer black, 1-2. Ten hits for Simpkins on the season. Breaking ball misses upstairs, and it's even again this time at 2. 3 Ks on the afternoon so far for Crowley. 2 coming in the first, 1 in the second. Count at 2-2 in the pitch. Cut on and missed. 4th punch out issued by Crowley today. 2nd time he's gotten Simpkins to go down on strikes. And that'll bring up Zach Greener, reached on an error his first time up.
Crowley's doing a good job with his location, sort of moving it around a little bit. I mean, like you said early on, he was living on that low outside corner, but he's kind of jumped around.
Breaking ball misses down and outside, 1-0 to Greener. Greener with 8 hits on the season, tied for 2nd for the Blue Devils. 1-0. On the inside corner, count evens at 1. Greener, one of the 3 really impressive freshmen on this roster. A strong freshman class.
Yeah. 9 altogether. That's amazing. I don't know if I ever remember 9 freshmen on a varsity roster. I mean, that's enough to field a freshman team, and you don't even see freshman teams anymore.
I just got a text from our good friend, The Flash.
Oh, what did he have to say?
He said asked if I knew a former Thunder pitcher that I covered. He's pitching against the Blue Crabs tonight. That one's fouled back by Greener.
And do you know of him?
I do, yeah. He pitched for the Thunder my first season with the team in '23.
Very good. Nice to see you two working together here.
Pitch is cut on, tipped into the mitt, and held onto by Dobkin. Back-to-back Ks issued by Crowley. Up to 5 now on the afternoon. 2 down, and Ryan Gregg comes to the plate. Gregg 0 for 1, a fielder's choice his first time up, 1-3. First pitch, fastball in there at the belt. When Crowley's gotten ahead today, he's really been effective. Has used it to his advantage and hasn't fallen behind once he's gotten ahead. As he gets Gregg to chase on the elevated fastball. It's quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, I just responded to the flash. Leave us alone. We are busy.
0-2 in the dirt, blocked by Dobkin. He's just doing his research. That's all. Doing his prep, his game prep, you know.
Yeah, well, I should have texted you at 2 o'clock, not 4, not 4:30 or whatever it is.
1-2 runs up and outside. Counts even at 2 apiece.
I'm going to text him tonight. Hey, do you know some Blue Crabs pitcher that?
Crowley's 2-2, swung on by Gregg, slashed foul right side.
Gotta love the flash.
Yes, man. WBCB alumni Keith Noonan, many years the lead voice for our Mercer County coverage here on WBCB.
I love to talk to his dad about the old days of Flyers and Islanders hockey. His dad's a huge Islanders guy.
2-2 fastball freezes him on the outside corner. Crowley strikes out the side. He's got 6 Ks on the afternoon. Zeros remain on the scoreboard. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th here from Lawrence High School.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
After Aiden Crowley strikes out the side, he'll lead things off to begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Crowley 0 for 1, grounded out to short his first time up. It'll be 2, 3, and 4. Crowley, Vikrosky, and Tazi. A good part of the lineup here for Lawrence. Still scoreless in this one. Pitchers have been sharp fish. Crowley living up to that description, to say the least, his last half inning out there on the mound. And he'll try to help his own cause and set the table here offensively to get things going.
What an inning for Aiden Crowley, huh? Shoot. Not even a loud foul ball. And he gets the lead off. It's like the it's like the guy that makes the great defensive play leads off. How about the guy that strikes out the side leads off?
Crowley digs in, shows bunt, takes a breaker up and outside. A ball and no strikes. Bush looking into Ordini. He's ready. 1-0. Fastball on the outside edge. What do you do with that pitch if you do try to swing at it? Crowley, a good take all the way. You're just going to beat that one into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to swing at that if you had 2 strikes, but you're not swinging on it before that.
Shot towards the middle into center field. A base hit for Crowley. He's aboard. And the leadoff man reaches to begin the bottom of the 4th here for the Cards.
And the first hit for those Cardinals. I want Jake Bush to know I respected the time-honored tradition and didn't say no-hitter. But now I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Crowley over on first base. Just 3 stolen bases for him, but does move well. I'll move over to check on him. Here's Josh Vikrosky. 16 RBIs on the season.
Yeah, and you also got the lefty-righty matchup here. Vikrosky put a charge in that one in the first. Ooh.
Ball gets away from Ordini. Crowley takes second and a wide turn. He throws on the brakes. Pass ball allows him to get to second base.
Well, Vikrosky's going to try to pull it here, be it on the ground or where he hit it last inning or the first time up. Well, no, he's
swing and a
left.
charge,
Look
driven
out.
deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's a fair ball, and this one's out of here. Josh Vikrosky, another homer on the season. It's his third, and Lawrence takes a 2-0 lead.
So much for trying to pull it. Just went with the pitch and hit just great opposite field power for Vikrosky there. High and deep. I mean, it looked pretty good off the bat. It was a little high. But, man, that's just strength. Putting it the opposite field out there.
A big swing from Vikrosky gives the Cards a 2-0 lead. Here in the bottom of the fourth, still nobody out. And coming to the dish now is Dan Tazi. Could see it from our vantage point. It hung just inside the foul pole.
Yep.
And just over that 303 sign down the left field line.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the ball, and then I saw Jimmy Mayer yell, "It's gone." So he got just as excited.
0-1 to Tazi. In there, no balls and 2 strikes.
You got to be impressed by Bush. He gives up a home run, comes right back and fires 2 strikes. That's the thing. You can't let you know.
Tazi loops one into left. That'll drop for a hit. Back-to-back knocks. 3 in the inning. And the Cards seeing it well from Bush all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that once through the lineup is really taking effect here, and they got to see a few things, and from the dugout maybe see a few things, and they're starting to figure some things out here.
Tazi on first, definitely a threat to go. They check on him, he's back in. 8 stolen bases on the year for Tazi.
Yeah, now they're up. They might get really aggressive. Would not be surprised to see him take off.
2-0, high above the hands to Poot. Excuse me, the pitch, 1-0 is the first one to him. My apologies. I looked at the scoreboard on accident. 2-0 is the score, 1-0 is the count.
Well, that scoreboard's a little condensed, so
Yeah.
it's
Pitch from Bush. Tapper towards second, could be 2. Stepping on the bag is Simpkins. Throw to first, dug out by Gregg. He holds the bag.
a nice play on both ends. I mean, that was not an easy turn to make. Simpkins had to run over and then sort of with his back to first base and then spin and throw it, and he bounced it, but Gregg did a good job of playing the bounce and getting the out.
That's the luxury of having 2 fine shortstops on your roster. Simpkins has played that position many a time, and moving over to second base, just a true middle infielder, showing you the range and the arm strength all on that play.
And that has to, you talk about picking up a teammate, that has to give Bush a little bit of a lift too.
Definitely.
Because, I'm sure he was a little down, gave up homer and a hit.
Bouncing ball to short, Rodriguez gloves, throws across the diamond in time. And the inning is over, but damage done by the Cards. The 2-run shot from Josh Vikrosky, his 3rd of the season, gives the Cards a 2-0 lead. We'll head to the 5th. Hear from Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching, Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Today's game on WBCB brought to you by the Trentonian, the only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. And Haldeman Ford, celebrating their 50th year of business and supporting your community. Haldeman Ford on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. 2-0 the score. Lawrence jumping out in front their half of the fourth inning. A big-time blast from Josh Vikrosky, the third home run of the season for the right fielder. 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate here for Ewing. Jake Bush looks to help his own cause and get a couple of those runs back to start the top of the fifth.
You know, Josh Vikrosky comes from a coaching tree. Did you know that?
I did not.
His
Please,
grandfather,
tell us more.
His grandfather, Paul Bones Vikrosky, was the offensive line coach at Trenton State College for years.
Yeah.
And his dad, who we just saw over here to the left of us, was the Hamilton West assistant ice hockey coach for several years when Hamilton had their team of all their own. It wasn't co-op. And a little bit of
Yeah. I had 1-0 in my book. The pitch almost hit the batter. It was called a strike. It was up and inside, and David Angebrand said that's terrible. And the umpire quickly ripped off his mask. Typically, it takes a little bit more for that to happen. But he didn't like being told that the call was not good.
I guess not.
No balls and 2 strikes now, the count to Jake Bush.
So anyhow, Paul Bones Sr. was a football coach, and Paul Bonechip Jr. was a hockey coach. And Josh, we can't figure out a name to give him yet. Hambone, I don't know.
1-2 is lifted right side, and that'll find the parking lot.
And here's the irony of that, Mike, is that Bones, when Bones was the offensive line coach, he was the assistant to Eric Hamilton. And when Paul was the assistant coach, he was the assistant to Eric Hamilton's son, Matt.
Bouncing ball, third base side, gloved by Moore, throwed off the bag and up the line. As Kuna gets to it, but taking second base is Bush. Leadoff man in scoring position on the throwing error from Moore.
Oh, boy. Well, that was not good. We talked about Lawrence as having decent defense, but they're not showing it today that much.
Moore seemed like he definitely had time. Wasn't the hardest hit baseball, however. He did get to it quickly. It was more so towards the hole at shortstop. But definitely a play he could make. The throw just takes him off the bag. Here's Tommy Ordini.
Maybe they
Fastball
just
thigh high for a called strike.
Maybe they just wanted Bush to get on base to tire him out.
Strategy.
Yeah. I'm all about the strategy.
Ordini, a single his first time up, shows bunt. Takes high. A ball and a strike to Ordini. Crowley, a peek at second. Here it comes. Shows bunt, takes a strike on the inside edge, and it's 1-2. Ordini on the defensive, behind 1-2 to Crowley. A lefty bat awaits. A peek at second for the right-hander. 1-2. Spoiled and shot foul right side.
Crowley'd like to get this last strike and be done with this. Not let that runner get over to third. I mean, it's just a
off speed, nasty work that time from Crowley. Ordini tried to hold the bat back, but just had him a bit too far out in front. That's the 7th punch out issued by Crowley today.
I know that might have been in the zone anyhow. Do you think that was a strike?
I mean, it fell out of the zone. It started middle and ran off the plate. Just a nasty pitch. Looked like a changeup that had no intention of finding a barrel. Rodriguez pops this one up. Dobkins loses the mask and makes the grab. 2 quick outs for Crowley after the leadoff man gets into scoring position.
I was just going to say, whatever you do, don't argue because you'll get yelled at right away.
It was really quick.
Yeah, it was.
It was. I mean,
I love umpires. I really do.
Me too. Me too.
I don't. We joke around, but
Wilfrey Rodriguez takes a breaking ball on the outside third of the plate, a called strike.
Of course, umpires don't cost us our livelihoods. Like I remember, I forget what basketball coach it was saying it. Like Pete Carrill or somebody was saying, you know, I'm out here working and that guy's out here working, but that guy's job can get me fired from my job.
Yeah, right. A ball and a strike to count. Now this is Chisholm at the plate, actually. 2-1. He takes that one low. Chisholm 0 for 2 into a fielder's choice 4-3 his last time up. Crowley 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Pitch.
Really spinning the off speed well this half inning.
Yeah, I think he's got him off balance pretty good.
He's kept that breaking ball in the same tunnel as the fastball, down and away. 2-2 on the way. Chases the fastball high. 2 more punch outs in the inning for Crowley. He's got 8 through 5 out there on the mound. 2-0 Cards. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
We'll actually head to the bottom of the 5th here from Lawrence. Got a little happy as saw a 6 up there on the scoreboard, but we are in the 5th inning here this afternoon. 2-0 still the score. Lawrence in front. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Cards. Benitez, Azcuna, and Sumners coming up to the plate.
Oh, yeah, that is a 6 up there.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes, it is.
Well, I guess they figure it's got to be the 6 sooner or later unless Lawrence gets 8 runs this inning and the game's over in a 10-run rule, then there won't be a 6th. I don't see that happening. Very impressed again with Jake Bush. I mean, he's not lighting the world on fire, but for a 9th grade pitcher going against guys that are 18 years old, he is really hanging in there.
He's given his team about as good of a chance as you can to knock off one of the better teams here in the county.
Yep. Unfortunately for him, he's going against Aiden Crowley, who is spot on today.
You talk about Crowley. I mean, you know, obviously no pitcher faces identical. Well, in this case, they do face off against each other. They're both hitting today, but
right.
The amount of big games, big innings Crowley has been in, and for Bush as a freshman out there on the mound, being able to just compete this early in your career, it's impressive, and it's something that he's going to have to hold close when times of adversity. Remember these outings.
Yeah, for sure.
That breaking ball looked good, but it misses inside, a ball and no strikes.
It's funny you should say that because Rick Freeman just said that about his pitcher, his relief pitcher from a couple days ago, who he got in trouble in the 7th and then got out of it to hold on for the win, for a really good win for Steinert. And Freeman said, you know, this is a learning experience, and he's always got this to fall back on now. And, you know, what you just said, what's similar. You know, you got to remember these things. You got to remember what you do right and what you do wrong.
2-0, hot shot towards Simpkins at second, fields it cleanly, flips it to first in time.
And what
one up and one down.
He has pretty much done everything right but one pitch.
Yeah.
And there's no disgrace in that because you're talking about one of the good hot power hitters in this conference.
Augustina as Kuna comes to the plate.
Seems to be cooling off here a little, doesn't it?
It is. Off speed, runs up and outside, 1-0. As Kuna 0 for 1, he flew out to left field his first time up. Just his 6th at-bat of the season. Here in his 7th, ahead 1-0. Bush looking into Ordini, he's ready. Runs off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. And some signs of fatigue potentially starting to creep in here for Bush.
It may be. I mean, he went 5 against Steinert, and I don't even know if he went 5 full. Let me look at that.
Today's game on WBCB brought to you as a public service by the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Visit www.mercercountyprosecutor.com to learn more today. Today's game also brought to you by Ewing Mayor Bert Steinman, wishing all the Ewing student athletes the best of luck this school term.
Yeah, he went 5+, and then he gave up 2 hits to start off the 6th, and that's when Dave Ansbrandt went out to get him. So, but I mean, I can't imagine his pitch count being too high. You know, I mean, he's been
effective, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's got a
2-0 clips the inside part of the plate.
He doesn't have a walk or a strikeout, so his only signs of wildness were a couple of hit batters.
2-1 runs downstairs, 3 balls and a strike.
I just jinxed him, didn't I? I think it's just, I can't remember him having a 3-1 count. I can remember a couple 3-2s, but I don't know if they came from 3-1s or
3-1. Down and inside for ball 4.
Yep, I jinxed him.
First walk issued today. I think that was his first 3-ball count of the afternoon.
Oh, I thought he had a full count before.
Oh, he did. He actually did in the first inning.
Yeah, Vrosky.
Yep,
Right.
Vrosky did it. You're right. Second 3-ball count of the day. A pinch hitter coming on here for Lawrence. Shane Mitchell comes in to hit for Seneca Sumners. And courtesy running is Ethan Graham.
Shane Mitchell's usually the courtesy runner.
Shane Mitchell comes to the plate, hitting in the 9 spot. 10th at-bat of the season here for Mitchell, batting .222 on the year. Digs in from the left side. Graham gets his lead off first, and Bush throws over to check on him.
It's a big runner out there. Lawrence would like to get him around. I mean, Crowley's been lights out so far, but you can never have enough.
First pitch on the way. On the inside part of the plate to Mitchell, 0-1. Mitchell hitting in place of Seneca Sumners. Grounded out to first. Bush staring down the runner at first in Graham. Set in the 0-1. Bouncing ball to short. Charging Rodriguez. Goes to first with the throw. Greg with a nice pick.
Really nice pick by Greg. He's made a couple nice pick. He got the one on the bounce, higher bounce, and that one was a little more tricky.
So Graham now on second with 2 down. The lineup now turns over, and Deacon Moore steps in. Moore hit by a pitch, was caught stealing. That was in the 3rd. The pitch here to him. Breaking ball, got him to swing through it 0-1.
I think Moore would like to pick this run up after he made that error.
17
earlier.
hits for Moore on the season. A peek at second. Bush comes home. Rolled over to first, but foul.
Yeah, Ryder can't complain about its hometown high schools not contributing next year with Josh Klena and Deacon Moore both going to Ryder from Notre Dame and Lawrence.
Oh, 1 from Bush, or 0-2 from Bush, fouled off. We'll do it again at no balls and 2 strikes. Two down, a runner on second here for Lawrence. It's Ethan Graham. 0-2. Cut on and missed. Bush strands a runner and keeps it at a 2-0 ball game.
Well, I jinxed him and I reverse jinxed him. He gave up his first walk, but he also got his first strikeout that inning.
2-0 the score. Will head to the 6th. Now hear from Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Spring sports season is here, which means practices, games, tournaments, and a lot more time in the car. And with rising gas prices, those trips to the field can really add up. At Team Toyota, we're the MVP of MPG. With a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas, we've got the right option for you to drive. Plus, our award-winning service and collision centers will help keep you in the game. Team Toyota, ready for wherever the season takes you. Stop in today or visit teamlanghorne.com.
Top of the 6th, Ewing trailing 2-0 here on WBCB. The Cards in front. Michael Gamboa or Dini to lead things off. Sam Leibowitz and Sam Simpkins to follow. It's Jake Bush battling again out there. The freshman right-hander strands another runner here for the Cards. And defensively, a couple adjustments here. Deacon Moore moves over to first base. Coming in to play third is Yariel Guzman. Adjustments made on the lineup cards for the umpire and coaches alike. Crowley out for his 6th inning of work. 8 punch outs on his line so far. First pitch to Ordini. Popped up, right side, foul ground. Moore gives chase, and that one out of play.
Man, out of our sight line. I don't know. Could you see it?
I could until the very last second when it got close to the fence.
Oh. I thought you were going to say you could until my head got in the way.
Oh, and won the count. Crowley's fastball just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Right-hander kicks and deals. Breaker placed beautifully, and it's 1-2. Effective off speed all afternoon from Crowley. 8 punch-outs on his line, looking for the 9th. The pitch spoiled by Ordini in foul ground. One, two again. Upstairs. Coming up post-game, we'll have the WBCB Sports Player of the Game interview. Find that on our YouTube channel, as well as all of our socials. 2-2 misses wide from Crowley. 3 balls and 2 strikes. First time in quite some time since Crowley's had a 3-ball count himself. Payoff on the way. Ordini checks it towards first. Moore fields it on a couple of bounces and takes it to the bag himself. Crowley wins the battle, 3 unassisted on the putout. 1 away here in the top of the 6th, and Sam Leibowitz digs in. 0 for 2 so far today. A fielder's choice his last time up, 6 unassisted. In there at the knees, 0-1. Crowley gets ahead.
Well, this is the furthest Crowley has gone now this season. He went 5 full against West Windsor North and 4 1/3 in his last outing against Bridgewater Raritan, where he pitched well.
Falls behind here against Leibowitz, 2 balls and a strike.
He had 7 strikeouts in that Bridgewater Raritan game.
Crowley's 2-1, fouled straight back by Leibowitz.
So he surpassed that today.
Yeah. 8 Ks on the line so far. Crowley with the sign, 2-2. Breaker just misses, 3-2. Back-to-back full counts worked by the Blue Devils. Crowley with the sign, 3-2 on the way. Swung on, lifted towards center field, not too deep. Going back is Poot. He'll trot back to make the catch. 2 down. And here comes Sam Simpkins, 0 for 2 today, couple of swinging strikeouts. Crowley's been able to have Simpkins' number to this point. First pitch swinging, fouls it back, 0-1. That's a pitch Simpkins definitely wants back.
Crowley has, well, his career high, I'm looking at NJ.com, his career high is 10 strikeouts in a game. And that also is the only game he's gone 6 innings so far, and he's trying to equal that today, the 6 innings.
Well, he's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on Sam Simpkins.
So he's working on a career game here today right now.
0-2 up and outside. Zach Greener would be up next for Ewing if the inning does continue. Crowley has his sign from Dobkin. 1-2 pitch. Tapper left side, but foul. Just able to get a piece of the breaking ball from Crowley that time, did Simpkins. The right-hander wants a new baseball on the mound and gets one. Trying to win the battle here against Simpkins. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody aboard. Here it comes. Good take from Simpkins, lays off the breaker.
Crowley actually has gone 6 innings twice in his career. The other time was as a freshman his only appearance that year. He went 6 against Conwell Egan in a 10-4 win.
2-2 cut on and missed. 9 Ks on the afternoon for Aiden Crowley as he sets down Simpkins on strikes for the 3rd time today. He's through 6 scoreless here on his home turf. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th here on WBCB.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Back here at Lawrence, still 2-0 the score. The Cards in front. Aiden Crowley with 9 Ks through 6 innings. We'll see if he comes back out for the 7th to go for the complete game shutout. But Jake Bush remains in the game, the freshman right-hander. He's been equally as good. Just one mistake on his line today, and an experienced hitter in Josh Vikrosky makes him pay. Taking a fastball the opposite way, 303 feet over the left field wall, just sneaking it inside of that foul pole.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a really enjoyable pitcher's duel. Really, one bad pitch is the difference in this game. And, you know, we'll see how much Bush has in the tank. 6 innings now. This is uncharted territory, but I don't know. His pitch count may be a lot lower than it was against Steiner.
First pitch, breaking ball to Aiden Crowley, taken down and outside, 1-0.
He's given up 3 hits, all in the same inning. Walk 1 man, and a couple hit by batters. Whoa,
Up and inside.
almost 3.
Crowley gets out of the way of that one, 2-0 the count to him. 1 for 2 with a run scored. High fastball, clips the upper inside corner, 2-1.
They put 3-0 on the scoreboard.
They did.
Almost hit him. Jimmy Mayer saying the last pitch almost hit him. So they put a ball 3 on the scoreboard. I guess they thought it was a ball before you called it 2.
Yeah.
This guy's not having a good day.
2-1 on the outside corner, and now it's 2-2. Liner out towards center. That'll drop in front of Leibowitz. A 2-hit day for Crowley as he's 2 for his last 2.
Yeah, it's a nice swing, just level swing. Line it right back up the middle. Now we got another pinch runner.
Courtesy runner, Tom Drizga coming in. And here's Josh Vikrosky. A 2-run homer his last time up. A move over to check on the new coming runner into the game. It's Tom Drizga, as we mentioned, back in safely. 3rd home run of the season for Vikrosky back in the 4th inning.
Yeah, and you wonder what adjustments he'll try and make here. Seeing as Vikrosky is the only thing that stands between him and working on a shutout right now.
Tapper, right side, but foul. As that one curls.
I thought the first pitch was a strike.
Yeah, I think it was. It's 0-2.
What is going on with this scoreboard?
The scoreboard operators umping the game themselves.
I guess. Well, also deciding on the time of the game, pushing it up an inning.
0-2, pickoff move to first, but Drizga back in time.
Well, Bush has some wiggle room here with Vikrosky now. I can try to get him to chase a little bit.
0-2, he does get him to chase. Breaking ball runs off the barrel. As Vikrosky waves through it, there's a punch out for Bush, his second of the day.
But this kid does not get intimidated. Guy hits an opposite field home run off him one time. He comes back up. He comes right back to strike him out the next time. Oh, man.
Checking on Drizga again. Here's Dan Tazi, singled his last time up. Pitch from Bush. On the outside edge, 0-1. Greg playing the bag, trying to keep the runner close in Drizga.
There he goes.
There he goes in the pitch. Swing and a miss. No throw from Ordini behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes, but a runner in scoring position with 1 down.
Yeah, again, big run out there for these guys to get in.
Stolen base for Drizga. Tazi behind 0-2 with 1 down. Here it comes. A called strike 3 on the upper outside part of the plate. 3rd punch out for Bush. 2nd in a row.
The unflappable freshman.
2 down. Here's Aiden Poot. First pitch breaker runs downstairs.
I told you off the air, I'm a little bummed I'm not covering this for the paper for this one because I'd like to talk to Crowley, I'd like to talk to Vikrosky, I'd like to talk to Bush. All 3 of them have been true standouts in this game.
1-0. Off the hands, popped up out of play.
But instead, I'm just talking to you.
Sorry you had to settle, Fitz.
Yeah, no. Settle. This was the greatest day of Billy Redner's life. He was doing the camera for the Trenton Thunder announcer. Said he never did it for Tom McCarthy when he was at Trenton.
Bill Redner, a man of satire. Bouncer to short off the glove of Rodriguez. This will bring home another. Leibowitz gets to it but throws it into second base. Drizga comes around and it's 3-0 Cards.
Oh, he was so close to having that. So close. I think it kind of just ticked off the bottom of his glove. I think he was in front of it, but it just went a little lower than his glove could handle. And big RBI single for Aiden Poot. And boy, did he pick up his teammates on that one after 2 straight strikeouts.
Big time from Poot. It's a 3-0 game as a big insurance run comes across here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yep.
Drew Dobkin takes in off the back foot, 1-0. 0 for 2 today is Dobkin. He popped up to 3rd back in the 2nd. Grounded out to Rodriguez at short in the 4th. Bush behind, a ball and no strikes to the Cardinals backstop. Decent lead for Poot off first. There he goes for second. 1-0 goes all the way back to the backstop. And Poot takes second base with ease.
Cardinals trying to use their running game to generate some offense in this inning. So far, it's worked.
4th stolen base for Poot. Two balls, no strikes to Dobkin. 3-0. Right-hander comes set. 3-0. Up and outside for ball 4.
Well, this really is a game of inches, boy, because Rodriguez was so close to making the play on that ball. Although, I don't know if he would have thrown him out or not, but he would have stopped the run from scoring at that point. And Dave Angebrandt coming out. He might be getting his freshman here. I don't know. No. I think he's just having a chat with him, trying to tell him, look, you've come this far. Keep doing what you're doing. Unless he's asking. He might be just saying, are you tired? Do you have anything left?
Harrison Petrick. He's going to take over on the base paths. For Drew Dobkin. We'll see if there's going to be a change here. Yeah, it looks like it is.
Yeah.
I think Greg's going to come in to pitch. We'll take a quick break here on WBCB. Pitching change out on the mound. We'll be back here from Lawrence.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and thrive. And together, we can keep New Jersey's public schools the best in the nation.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Most people diagnosed with skin cancer are not even aware of their cancer. It's important to get a complete skin checkup. Kessel Dermatology offers a vast array of surgical procedures, including Mohs surgery, plus other non-surgical options. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
It's Ryan Gregg out of the pen for Ewing. 7 innings pitched, a 1-2 record on the season. 14 hits scattered, 10 runs, all of them earned. 5 Ks to 2 walks, 2 hit batters for him. The ERA at 10 so far on the season. Gregg, a journeyman throughout this program. He's been here for quite some time and a multi-sport athlete that really just has all of the trust in the world from the coaching staff. A remarkable play earlier at first base, a nice dig out from a low throw at shortstop. Here in a big spot, he faces Andrew Benitez. 2 aboard, 2 down. Bottom of inning number 6. Cards already with 1 across. First pitch from Gregg misses just a bit inside.
It's a big situation for Gregg now. I mean, you're really Ewing hasn't generated much offense, but you're still kind of relatively within striking distance if you can keep this to a three-run game. But a big hit here, and that could kind of take the heart right out of Ewing.
1-0 catches the zone, evens the count. Poot on second. Petrick on first, 1-1 from Gregg. Curveball off the end of the bat, popped up, Shallow center. Long run Leibowitz, but he's there to make the catch for out number 3. Gregg comes in and gets the hold. It's a 3-0 game. Lawrence gets one across for some insurance. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Cards 3 outs away from their 8th victory on the season.
Spring sports season is here, which means practices, games, tournaments, and a lot more time in the car. And with rising gas prices, those trips to the field can really add up. At Team Toyota, we're the MVP of MPG, with a huge selection of new and certified Toyota models, hybrid, electric, or gas. We've got the right option for you to drive. Plus, our award-winning service and collision centers will help keep you in the game. Team Toyota, ready for wherever the season takes you. Stop in today or visit teamlanghorn.com.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers top-of-the-line medical-grade skincare products manufactured in the USA. They're tested and developed by a team of board-certified dermatology experts, and they come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Correction, Gregg will not get the hold. He does work out of a jam, as you have to have the lead in order to get a hold. We learned something new here, although I probably should know that by now. But Gregg able to work out of a jam, and Aiden Crowley comes back out for the 7th inning, looking to shut the door and earn the complete game shutout.
Yeah, this would be trying to go 7 the first time in his career. How many strikeouts does he have? 8?
He's got 9.
9.
Zach Greener to lead things off. The first pitch taken low, 1-0. Greener 0 for 2, reached on an error back in the 2nd inning. Crowley's 1-0. In there at the knees. Greener, Gregg, and Bush, the 3 due up, although I believe it'll be Ashton Gordon to hit in his place. Ashton Ford, rather, my apologies.
Yeah.
Quickly a ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, he could do the re-entry if you want and put him back in. But
1-2. Just misses.
Dobb can let him see it for a couple seconds.
Count even at 2 apiece. Crowley's pitch on the way. Downstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3rd full count worked in the last 4 batters.
You know Crowley wants this complete game in the worst way.
3-2. Upstairs, leadoff man reaches with a walk.
Well.
Greener on first, he moves pretty well. Ryan Gregg coming to the dish, and Jimmy Mayer coming out of the dugout.
That is the first walk allowed by Crowley, and I'm guessing Jimmy might have said, "Look, I'll give you until you give up a base runner, you know, and then see." And yeah, I mean he's pitched really well. I mean I guess his pitch count has to be pretty high up there. He doesn't look happy about being taken out.
Deacon Moore will go to left field. Aiden Crowley will go to first base. Benitez will go to right. And coming into pitch is the left-hander, Josh Vikrosky. We'll step aside. Pitching change here from Lawrence. Base runner aboard for Ewing. Nobody out. Ryan Gregg at the dish when we return.
Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
New Jersey is home to the best public schools in the nation. And that didn't happen by accident. It's the result of parents, educators, and communities working together year after year to give our students a world-class education, no matter the challenge. Because parents and educators know that with a shared commitment to our public schools, our children can learn, grow, and
Back
thrive.
here at Lawrence,
and together,
and Josh
we can.
Vikrosky taking over on the mound. Ryan Gregg digging in from the right side. A man on first. That's Zach Greener after the leadoff walk. Pitch from Vikrosky, fired in for a called strike, 0-1.
Well, Vikrosky had the big blow offensively in this game, and now he's trying to be the last man standing out there on the mound and end it.
Looking for a save.
Yep.
Swing and a miss from Gregg, 0-2 now the count. Vikrosky this season, his 4th appearance. Scattered 7 hits in 5 innings to this point. 0-2.
Ooh. Jimmy Mayer wanted to know where that pitch was at. 2 guys in a row he had struck out.
Bouncer to short, could be 2. Tazi to second for 1. Sumner's throw to first. They got him.
Well, there you go, Jimmy Mayer. You're better off not getting the strikeout. Now you got 2 outs.
6-4-3 double play. Tazi to Sumner's, over to Crowley at first. 2 down and nobody aboard here in the top of the 7th.
Funny how things work out sometimes, isn't it?
Bush comes back in to hit. Vikrosky fires in a first pitch strike.
Well, this young man has nothing to be ashamed of today. He should be really happy with his effort. I'm sure he'd like to have that pitch back that he gave up the home run to Vikrosky, but I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, the guy put it to the opposite field.
Yeah, it's just an experienced hitter.
Yeah. And Aiden Crowley's got to be really proud of the effort that he gave today. 6+ innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk. I mean, he was outstanding. And now Vikrosky.
2 balls and a strike, the count to Bush. Here it comes. Off the top of the bat to the right of the mound. Vikrosky bare hand throws, and the ball game is over. Vikrosky picks up the save, supplies 2 runs, and gives the Cards their 8th victory of the season.
This was an excellent high school baseball game, Mike. Really, really good game. Good pitching, pretty good fielding. A clutch hit, and you can't ask for more than this. And once again, Ewing is playing good teams tough, and Lawrence got a win, and they're trying to build on something. And I can only hope I see just as good a game tomorrow when I'm back here for Hamilton and Lawrence.
Fish.
I will see you men later.
See you down the road. What if I told you today's game was sub 2 hours, 1:43, first pitch at 4:04, final out 5:47.
I would say Jordan Hirsch wasn't here to jinx it.
Sounds about right. There goes Fish, the Mercer County Hall of Famer, on his way out. And we will have our WBCB Sports Player of the Game interview coming up for you in just a little bit. You'll be able to find it for us, find it for you rather, on our socials and on our YouTube page at the conclusion of this broadcast. Today's game brought to you in part by Team Toyota, Kessel Dermatology, the Revere Restaurant, Capital Health System, NJEA, the Trenton Thunder, Hyundai of Trenton, the Trentonian, Haldeman Ford, Mercer County Prosecutor's Office, Mayor Bert Steinman of Ewing Township, Mako of Ewing, Mercer Bucks Orthopedics, all proud to bring you today's game on WBCB. The Cards victorious. They take it 3-0 as Crowley and Vikrosky combine for the complete game shutout. Josh Vikrosky and Crowley will have interviews with both of them, our WBCB Sports Players of the Game, in just a little bit. For the rest of the crew, Gus Barber produced today's stream, did our camera work. For my broadcast partner, the Mercer County Hall of Famer Rich Fisher, my name is Mike Warren, saying so long for now. Tune in all week long here on WBCB as our high school baseball and softball coverage continues on the